It is peak fire season here in Montana, which means volunteer fire departments are staying busy, but many of them rely on donations to stay afloat. As MTN's Zach Shermley explains, the pandemic has forced many to cut costs.
With the pandemic, a lot has changed in Cascade County, but one thing Montanans can always count on: fire season. Cascade County commissioners approved Stage 1 fire restrictions at a special meeting Friday morning after consulting with the County Fire Council. No fireworks or campfires outside of campsites will be allowed until further notice from the commission. Open burning was already prohibited.
I'm not real big on these restrictions, but I think we have to listen to our volunteer fire chiefs. They're the ones who have to deal first and foremost with these.
The move comes after a 100-acre grassland fire burned on Bootlegger Trail outside Great Falls last weekend.
That could have erupted into something very serious up in that area and spread.
It was kind of exciting there for a moment.
No major structural damage was reported and no people and livestock were hurt, all thanks to the quick response of a team of volunteer fire departments, many of them from rural areas. The Sun Prairie Rural Volunteer Fire Department, one of many volunteer fire departments fighting the Bootlegger Trail fire this last weekend. Now, it's peak fire season here in Montana, so the hot temperatures, the wind, they're not going to let up. But because of the pandemic, donations to these volunteer fire departments out in rural areas, they're barely trickling in.
We're not able to host our in-house or in-hall or community fundraisers where we bring people in. Generally it's either through a spaghetti feed or a pancake supper. Bring people in, feed them, and then make donations that way. We're not able to do that due to the current restrictions that we're under.
Normally, rural volunteer fire departments rely on in-person fundraisers,
i.e. we've done chili feeds.
But the pandemic has made those fundraisers all but impossible. Out here at the Vaughn Volunteer Fire Department, a similar story with donations lagging, new equipment put on hold, and fundraisers rescheduled.
We're supposed to do an Indian taco feed this spring, late to spring, and because of COVID, ended up having to cancel it. A lot of those funds go to, some of the niceties of t-shirts, hats, jackets. Sometimes it's a little bit more important with purchasing lights, sirens, hoses.
Officials tell MTN News the fire was started by someone shooting tannerite, an explosive rifle target not allowed under the Stage 1 fire restrictions nor the ban on open burning.
Certainly we can stop people from being foolish.
As wildfires rage and rural fire departments stretch their resources, commissioners urged residents of Cascade County to make good choices when it comes to fire safety.
We cannot afford to have man-caused fires.
In Great Falls, Zach Shermley, MTN News.
If you're wondering how much money a water tender costs and how much donations the Sun Prairie Volunteer Fire Department needs to buy one, you can visit us online.